I've had a relationship with JP Morgan Chase for the past 8 years. Since that time, I've acquired so many credit cards, but today I'm currently 4 and 24 when it comes to the Chase 524 rule with the following Chase cards in my portfolio. The Chase IHG Rewards Club Select card, which has a $49 annual fee and is no longer available for new signups. I also have the Chase Freedom card, which is a Visa card, no annual fee. Again, this card is also no longer available for signups. You are still able to product change to this card. I also have two Chase Ritz-Carlton credit cards that I've had for a number of years, and this is one of the go-to credit cards as I think about travel, booking travel, or even doing anything like that. Next card I acquired is the Chase Freedom Flex. And this also has no annual fee, but right now, this is a card that I'm not really utilizing. And rounding out the 7-card collection that I have are the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited credit card, as well as the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now, all in all, those are some really great cards. So if you're thinking about should you get a Chase card, my answer: I'm Key, a credit card, points and miles enthusiast and travel lover. On my channel, I discuss the mistakes I've made, my future travel goals, and overall credit journey since 2016. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You're thinking about should you get a Chase card? My answer obviously is yes, but which one should it be? I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube that talk about ranking the cards and, climbing the ladder with different Chase credit cards. That's not really my style. I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach and just showcase what I'm thinking when I think about utilizing my last 524 slot and probably which cards, because I can get more than one, to fulfill that slot. As I look back on the past 2 years of travel, I haven't really utilized that many Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So it got me thinking, do I really want to keep acquiring Chase Inc. business credit cards to just stockpile points? Right now, I'm sitting on probably a little over 250,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. And based on my prior year spend, this should take me about 2 to 3 years to fully deplete. Now, how I'm thinking about things and how I've utilized those points in the past is primarily to top up my accounts. I don't stay at that many Hyatt properties. Where I go and where I've traveled to, there's ultimately not that many Hyatts kind of in the area. And I personally don't stay at hotels that are inconvenient to where I'm trying to be when I'm traveling in a city. I typically travel for 1 to maybe 3 nights per trip. And like I said, if that hotel's not where I need to be, I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. I did that before just to utilize points, but going forward, that's not really my lifestyle anymore. So reflecting on 2024 and 2023's travel, I primarily utilize my Chase Ultimate Rewards points in 3 different ways. I utilize the Chase Travel Portal infrequently to book rental cars or things like that I found were better to pay for with points rather than paying for cash out of pocket. I also transferred my points to top up on various different things, whether those are flights or hotels. Now, out of my airport, I primarily travel with Delta, but when I'm not, I'll fly with JetBlue or even Southwest, and I have no problem transferring my Chase Ultimate Rewards over to those accounts. On the hotel side, I have a number of Marriott cards that I already mentioned, including those 2 Ritz-Carlton cards with Chase. And with those cards, you do receive an 85,000 point night certificate to stay at a Marriott property. With those, you are able to add 15,000 Marriott points to those, making it a total of 100 points, 100,000 Marriott points per night. So I often transfer my points to top up those certificates. Again, I don't care about the cent per point. I've never really cared about that too much. I want to stay where I want to stay, and especially if it's a Marriott property, I really like St. Regis. I really like the JW Marriott, and I really like the W. So if those are anywhere nearby, I'll absolutely be staying at those, and I have no problem topping up my account utilizing my Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Now, also last year, I did utilize and transfer out some of my Ultimate Rewards points to IHG. And this was typically around the time they had a transfer bonus. So if they didn't have that transfer bonus, I typically wouldn't do that. But I was able to use 15,000 IHG points to kind of help me with some of the stays that I needed to and top up those accounts. So all in all, I primarily spend most of my Chase Ultimate Rewards topping up accounts, whether it's with airlines or hotels, and very infrequently am I utilizing the Chase Travel Portal. So for those reasons, that's why I do not have a Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card. It just wouldn't make sense for the types of things that I'm doing. I only need to have a card such as the Chase Sapphire Preferred to allow me to transfer out points. All right, so I've beat that to death a little bit with how I've utilized points in the past, and I think that will kind of continue in the future, but also the 7 cards I'm currently holding in my portfolio. So what's missing? I mentioned that I am 424 with the Chase rule. So I travel out of a small airport. So no matter what, I typically have a layover, I'll say greater than 50% of the time I travel. Last year, I did do a lot of travel with Southwest, especially. And I see that they're even adding a new route to Nashville. So maybe I can go visit Tasha from the Major Change Group sometime in April. I know, Tasha, let me know, girl, when to come. There is an elevated offer in my home airport once I scan this QR code, where on the personal credit card only, I can spend $1,000 in terms of a minimum spending requirement within 3 months to get 65,000 Southwest Rapid Rewards miles. Now, that sounds so great, and I love that offer, but I am at 424, so that would send me over the 524 number. So I've really been teetering with, should I get the Southwest business card and have a higher minimum spending requirement? I'm not quite sure. Right now, I'm recording this video in February, and I have the priority pass, or excuse me, I have a Southwest Companion Pass due to a promotion late last year in 2024 that grants me the Companion Pass from January through the beginning of March of 2025. Now, I've already put that to use with some of the flights I've taken thus far, but I don't know. Now that I've had it, I feel like I don't want to get rid of the Southwest Companion Pass. So I've really started to consider perhaps I apply today for that Chase Southwest Business credit card, and then hopefully later down the line, that Southwest Personal card will have that same offer of spending $1,000 and getting 65,000 Southwest Rapid Rewards miles. Okay, so I've decided I'm definitely going to get the Southwest Business as well as the Southwest Personal card. But before I go ahead and apply for those cards, I think I should take a look at the hotel cards. Upon researching, last year I stayed 10 nights at IHG Properties. Now, I have a love for Kimpton Properties and saying the secret passcode at check-in. So I need some more IHG points so I don't have to always transfer a full amount of Chase Ultimate Rewards points over to IHG. Currently, the IHG Business Credit Card has a normal offer of 140,000 IHG Rewards 1 points. So no elevated offers there. So there's 3 cards I want to get. The IHG Business Credit Card, one of the Southwest Business cards, as well as a Southwest Personal Credit Card. Now, what order should I get these cards in? That's really what I'm wrestling with today and could really use your help with. In my mind, I'm thinking, because I do have the Southwest Companion Pass through the beginning of March, so my initial thoughts are to first acquire the IHG Business Credit Card, I'll say today. I can meet the minimum spending requirement on that, which I think is $3,000 because it's homeowners insurance time and auto insurance time at my household. So those should be met pretty easily with a couple of transactions. Now, I know it's not the most ideal to get the Companion Pass maybe in the summer, but even if I do acquire a Southwest Personal Credit Card, I'll say in June or July of this year, that would still give me the Companion Pass from, I'll say, August of 2025 all the way through December 31st of 2026. That's a long time, and that's a lot of miles for me to leverage and utilize on some of my adventures. Decisions. Let me know what you think. Should I wait to go past the 524 rule until middle of summer? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.